There's a new boyfriend upgrade that will be taking place next week. All boyfriends will be programmed with knowledge of the cultural and religious significance of various Himalayan mountains. It may take days or weeks for this to manifest in natural conversation, but you can try it out sooner if you'd like. There seems to be a minor issue with everyone's boyfriend next week. You may experience your boyfriend moving in an unusually labored way, maybe even with a slight limp. It's unclear whether this is the result of just some soreness, a minor injury, or even eating something weird, but the only explanation you'll get is vague non sequiturs like, "I'll be good, just can't do it like I used to." While this may seem dramatic, we'd like to assure you that it will miraculously go away and never be mentioned again. You don't have to put him down. We have another boyfriend update from next week. You may notice some unusual behavioral trends from your boyfriends, particularly any newer models, but we'd like to ensure you that this is a standard part of a new upgrade and they should subside over time. These strange behaviors may include the preparation of nutritionally complete meals, a focused effort on active and attentive listening, and a general zest for life. Although these may seem abnormal and unexpected, there is no need to be concerned. These behaviors are actually an expected temporary feature, but unless they're intentionally reinforced, you can expect them to gradually subside and give way towards more standard behaviors. Within just a few more weeks, you should see your boyfriend return to a diet that shouldn't be able to sustain human life and needing to have anything you say repeated multiple times. Unfortunately, we have a boyfriend error to report to you from next week. An issue has been discovered that seems to be impacting not just boyfriends, but maybe even fiancé and husband models as well. You may encounter a bug in your significant other that will cause him to fail to notice something like a new sweater, a different hairstyle, or a slightly different shade of eyeshadow. Attentiveness, as you know, is something that men are historically very good at, and it remains a top priority in our relationships. We'd like to assure you that teams are working to get this quickly resolved, but it is a server-side error. There is nothing faulty with your partner's internal sensors, so you do not need to have him serviced or replaced. We are also hearing reports that there's a way to temporarily patch this. According to our sources, giving him a simple reminder or a hint could not only kick the sensors into action, but you may even get a more amplified and prolonged compliment than you would have in the first place. We have 2 more boyfriend updates to report to you from next week. First, we've received some reports that he and the guys have formed a new group chat. This may not sound like a big deal, but to him, it's everything. The formation of a new guys group chat that remains active and in use is a sacred occurrence, and it should be treated as such. Make sure to check in with him to see if he's made any good riffs or had any messages receive more than 3 laugh reacts. And second, as your boyfriend walks by you throughout the day, you may experience an increase in imaginary crossovers, Eurosteps, or being dunked on. It is vitally important that you do not try to reach in or block the shot, as he will surely let you know that it's an and one. We have another boyfriend update to report from next week. We're getting some reports that while on an otherwise routine trip to the store, your boyfriend made an unscheduled detour to the candle section. While he will enter the store initially planning to speed run the purchase of the same couple of items as usual, something in his mind will decide that today is the day to spend several minutes staring at the candle shelf, trying out different jars at random. While exploring his options, it seems like he will remember to simply take a whiff of the lid instead of sticking his whole face in the jar, so that's a great look for you. You have taught him well. However, this will certainly add an unforeseen level of indecision to his shopping experience. In a world free of judgment, would he immediately and without hesitation select a candle that is scented like and branded by something like Cinnamon Toast Crunch? Probably. But he wants to show you that he's sophisticated, so he's now trying to decide between Moss and Pine or Ocean Mist. Because when it comes down to it, whether it's soap, deodorant, or candles, every boyfriend must always choose between the smell of green or blue. There's a new boyfriend update next week. A whole new boyfriend season is starting, and the current one is ending, so you should see your boyfriend phase out whatever obsession he's had for the past few months and pick up a new one. They've released the categories of obsessions for each tier, so we'll jump right into those. At the common tier, we've got fitness. This could be anything like running, weightlifting, biking, or climbing. Now, the common tier doesn't mean that this is a bad or non-powerful thing, it just means that he has the highest chance of pulling an obsession from this category, which seems like a good thing. Next, at the rare tier, we've got puzzle-based obsessions. This category contains things like jigsaw puzzles, Rubik's Cubes, chess, and other strategy games. This one will get his brain working. And finally, at the legendary tier, we have problematic gambling. We're talking offshore online poker, double-digit leg parlays, out-of-the-money options on meme stocks, and all that good stuff. This tier could have a major payoff. He just needs to get lucky once to hit it big. And he's due. So make sure to check in with your boyfriend next week to see which tier he got. We've got some news regarding everyone's boyfriend. By next week, they all will have beaten golf. Golf will be conquered. You may observe your boyfriend come back from a round of golf feeling happy, satisfied, pleasant, and you know what? He actually might just be all good.